I'm going to show you the fifth match of 2018 WCS Leipzig Championship Finals. The final game between Showtime and Serral. 2018 WCS Leipzig is the first of four events of 2018 WCS circuit. It's being played on Legacy of the Void patch 4.1.4. The type is offline. It's 1 versus 1 3 group stages, single elimination bracket, prize pool 101,000, and here you can see the prize pools, WCS circuit points, player and their teams. And furthermore, we can take a look at notable participants here, group stages, and the results. Furthermore, here's the bracket. So I'm showing you Showtime versus Serral right here. And as you can already know, Serral has won against Showtime. Here you'll find more statistics about the game, countries, regions, map statistics, and you can also find here replay pack where you can watch all these videos yourself. As previously mentioned, 2018 Leipzig tournament is one of the 4 events constructed for Starcraft 2 World Championship Series. So this is pretty much the main cup right here. So all those tournaments out there are separated into different ones where the winners are going to represent their circuit and will be fighting against the Koreans. So the world versus Korea. These are WCS Korea events, more Korea events, and these are WCS circuit events, so pretty much the rest of the world out there. Furthermore, this is a better representation where you can visually see that total pricing 2 million for the main final cup, 500,000 reward, 8 best players from the world, 8 best players from Korea. These are Korea events, these are circuit events, and they all are going to fight in the global IEM Katowice. GSL versus the World All-Star event, and 500,000 here. So not bad. Furthermore, if you want to look at the castings, you can go to AndYouLeftTheGame YouTube channel. You can find it by typing AndYouLeftTheGame into the search bar. It may give you one of these 2 channels or both of them together. You can click on AndYouLeftTheGame without blank space instantly. It will take you to the channel where in the playlists you can find the castings or any other game you want to take a look at. If you ended up having only AndYouLeftTheGame with the blank space, click on it, then choose featured channels AndYouLeftTheGame, and it's without blank space, so it will take you into my channel where you can find the game you want to watch or the castings you want to watch. Now that we know in which tournament they play, let's take a look at the players themselves. First of all, Showtime. He is a Protoss player with a total of over $180,000 prize money basket for himself for playing Starcraft 2, and as you can see, he dates back to 2012 tournament Vega, when he was in Vega Squadron team. And this is where he started his career kind of professionally, I guess, when he was accepted into a team. And these are his main achievements. You can also read about his profile there, history of matches. And in here the achievements are broken down, all the achievements where he actually made money. That means the competition was certainly very serious. As well, you can learn more about other tournaments out there. And here is him, Showtime himself. That's how he looks in real life. His opponent is a Zerg player who goes by the name of Serral. Serral Juda Sotala is a Zerg player from Finland. He has accumulated more than $130,000 in prize money, and he dates back to approximately 2012, where the first interview of his has been recorded and he joined his first team. Now, furthermore, by reading through, you can find his tournaments and find out in which tournaments he made the most money or in which tournaments he wasn't the winner. However, he is the winner of 2018 Leipzig tournament. That's his picture right here. Furthermore, let's move on to the betting. So the professional analysts out there have decided that Serral should win this tournament with the odds of 1.67 against Showtime, whose odds are 2.23. Now, obviously, Serral was the winner, so anybody that bet on Serral has made a great profit of 67%. So this is them during the grand final best of series. Let's move on to the fifth match on Blackpink LE, and let's take a look at Serral's player camera here. It looks like he's going to send his overlords over there very quickly, and he's going to start by droning himself up just a little. We'll find out if he's going to cheese. In the last game, he did a 3 hatchery aggression, so he built himself 3 hatcheries and attacked with a large number of Zerglings. And in the previous games, both players were super macro focused. They didn't have that many early aggression battles. Actually, they used to start in a certainly very well established mid game with 4 or 5 bases, and the late game was approximately 10 minutes away, not long from the start of the first battles that were approximately when both players had at least approximately 130 supply. However, the last game, it was different. Early aggression was normal, and we saw a nice Zerg play. Bases change. One of the bases were lost by the Protoss. However, Protoss did manage to prevail. The current standing is 3-1 for Serral, so there's still a chance for Showtime to win this. However, we know that he did not achieve the victory, unfortunately. In any case, the first overlord there has moved up to the wall, so he's going to take a look what's out there, what's waiting, and we may as well see a push by the Zerg player. It looks like 3 bases are going to be imminent. So that's a really aggressive play by 2 minutes 40, having 3 bases. I think that's super risky, and as well, the Protoss player could have like 10 zealots hidden away somewhere out there, and it's not entirely sure if that isn't the case, if all those zealots are not already built. In any case, it looks like the Zerg player is not committing on a cheese play. He's just queuing the economy up, so to speak, and the units are in a very small quantities. As you can see, the Protoss didn't have a hidden cheese force. It's only 2 adepts, and these adepts are not going to be big of a deal against the Zerg. Another queen is ready, and now we move in to a aggressive game. 3 minutes 40, Oracle is going to blast through those lings very easily, super easily. We can see that there are 38 harvesters versus 36. Not much going on, besides Serral scouting through by sacrificing his overlord. The Showtime is not really committing onto drone harassment efforts, and even if he would do, those 2 oracles would probably take out 4 or 5 drones before at least one of them goes down, because those spore crawlers are going to be very dangerous. Now, just when the Oracle has spotted a spore crawler, it looks like it moved away. Now, in here we see a queen lifted and 2 oracles doing as much damage as possible before one gets shot down. Showtime moves away those oracles, so that's how you should play when doing oracle attack. Obviously, make sure that none of the oracles die. Move them away, wait for the shield to recharge, and go back, kill the additional 2 or 3 drones, then go back, regroup, wait for the shields, and move back. It looks like currently the Zerg player has 4 queens for defense of the hives, 12 lings, and finally 5 hydralisks. It looks like that Zerg player has decided to whatsoever move past the roach play, so we won't see that happening. However, it seems that Zerg player has decided not to build the roach farm, so we won't see roaches anytime soon. The income is almost exactly the same. 49 probes are making nearly as much as 45 drones. Very surprisingly, probably not all probes are in effect, I guess. As you can see, that's very strange. 6 probes can mine more than 45 drones. In any case, let's take a look at the further evidence here. No banelings are being made, and third base has been discovered by the Zerg. It looks like Protoss is expanding at a very similar rate as the Zerg. As you can see at the probe harvester count, Protoss is trying to probe up, so build a hell of a lot of probes before the third base is finished, so that he could send those probes and saturate the third base very quickly. So Just before the third base is completed, the Protoss has already set up approximately 15 probes so that they could suddenly go in and take that base. Little does the Zerg player know that the Protoss relies mostly on Storm defense with only 2 Adepts, 6 Zealots and 1 Immortal. That, besides, obviously they're supported by 2 ships, but all those Lurkers, Queens, Hydralisks and 47 Lings could tear through that defense with a relative ease, I would bet. In any case, if only they would have a bunch of Banelings, there wouldn't be a chance for Protoss to survive this without perfect storms on the Lings and the Hydralisks, and even then it's debatable, I would guess. In any case, the engagement starts, perfect storms are coming in, and it looks like these storms are doing way too much damage. However, they are consistently being attacked by large number of lurker underground ambush spam attacks, but the Protoss slowly but surely defends that. However, he does not have any High Templar to cast any more storms and is only left with 2 Immortals, 3 Archons and 3 High Templars right now, ready to do more storming. It looks like those storms was the reason behind massive loss of units. Obviously some of these Lings got trapped too, so they obviously couldn't do enough damage. All in all, this was a complete disaster for the Zerg player. However, his forces have grew in size tremendously, and it looks like we may see another push. Now the Protoss is trying to set up himself a 4th base, while the Zerg was so busy fighting that that was just simply outproducing the Zerg. It looks like Protoss was trying there to outproduce Zerg, which is very, very unlikely. Let's look at the upgrades, and we can see that there are no army upgrades for the Zerg whatsoever at 9 minutes 53, and Protoss ground weapon level 1. Very, very strange indeed. In any case, the Zerg relies heavily on Zergling Hydra play here. And the Zerg has been attacking his main base. He's not even looking, as you can see. It looks like he decided that Protoss will take over. He was not pushing any units back. Hydralisk versus Immortals versus Archons and High Templar. It looks like Showtime right here is cheesing the Zerg player Serral by not building any units that would counter air attack. So without Zergs building some kind of air unit such as Broodlings and Ultralisks, all those Immortals, Zealots and Archons will just rip through all those Hydralisks and Lurkers for as long as they're supported by these High Templar witches and a bunch of air units, which is exactly what's happening in this and last game. It looks like Showtime has found Serral's sweet spot and has effectively been killing off the Hydralisk Lurker Zergling play by simply building himself too many Immortals and too many Archons supported by Storms to win against this light composition units quite easily. And when Serral has lost this battle for Protoss main base, he already had Zealots in his main, and he just decided that it's not going to happen. He's certainly not going to win. As you can see, as always, Serral attacks from two sides. However, this just simply wasn't enough. Too many Immortals, too many Archons, very heavy composition, and too many Storms has proved to be too much for the Hydralisks without upgrades to win this whatsoever. It's GG, and this was the second victory for Showtime. However, Serral has still 3 victories, and we'll be going on to the next match and the final match of 2018 Leipzig finals.